Hey everybody, Jamie here, Enigmatic Pneumatics, and I'm just putting this video out to let you know that I'm back. Thank you for your patience. In this video, I'm going to talk about three things. I'm going to talk about how the van build went, what I'm doing now, and what I'm going to be doing in the future. I don't have anything prepared. I didn't write anything down, so I'll probably leave some stuff out, but I'll just do the best I can. Right now, I'm in a location that I'm just by myself. I need to be by myself after an event like that so my mind can settle down and I can think about what steps are next for me. And that's what I'm doing. It's going good. About the van build, it went well. We did over 85 jobs. Jill sent me a number on my phone through text, and I had to reformat my phone, and so I don't have that exact number, but I'd say it was between 85 and 100 jobs were completed. And the only way that that many jobs were completed was because of the volunteers and Jill's organization. Me personally, I completed 7 jobs myself, with help of other, from other people. Lee Blake helped me on some, and other people did too. There's a lot of people to thank, and if I start thanking people, I'm ultimately going to leave some names out. I just want to thank everybody who contributed, both their time, financially, contributed to the wish list for Donnie's solar. When I asked, you guys stepped up, and I really appreciate that and respect that. His solar came out great. I've got a video of it that I need to edit and get uploaded. I've got a lot of content that I need to edit and upload, and I've got to learn a new software, iMovie, to do it. So I'm just going to start that quest and get that going. I didn't expect so many people to show up, and that shows me that there's a lot of people that want to pitch in. There's a lot of people that need stuff done on their rigs, and so I do know moving forward what to expect. It's going to be, it was about in and out. Some people were leaving, some people were coming. All told, I'd say the number was about 150 people showed up over the 3 different locations. And I know that that number is probably going to double next year. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that pitched in. I think all the jobs came out great. All the ones that I know about came out great. We were able to help a lot of people. We were able to offer folks some equipment that they didn't expect or see coming, and that makes me feel really good. A guy asked me before the event, he said, I like the fact that you don't make this build party about you, you make it about the person that's getting the equipment installed or whatever. And that got me thinking about what's the event about, because I never really thought about it like that. Is it about me? Is it about the person getting the equipment? Is it about somebody else? And so I thought about what's the event really about at the heart of it. And the answer is that the event is really just about love. It's about exchanging love with people and doing our best to help people feel that. If it takes its form in the way of a solar panel or a fantastic fan or a bed, so be it. But that's really what the event is about, and I really felt that because of the people that came and pitched in, and so I really appreciate that and want to thank you again for that. What I'm doing now, I'm off by myself. I've got everything outside of the bus, a lot of stuff outside of the bus, and I've got to run wires. I've got to do a few things really quickly, although the overall build is going to take a long time. I'm running some wires to the back of the bus so I can power my winch, so I can get my motorcycle up and down. It's a 2-man job without a winch, and so when I'm out here by myself, I've got supplies, but they're going to run out. And so I'm going to need to be able to get on the bike, go to town, get supplies. And so my number one priority right now is to run some power back to the back so I can get that winch up and running and be able to have access to the scout vehicle, the motorcycle, the dirt bike. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put an inverter that Lee Blake gave me on the kitchen side. I'll show you guys what's going on. I'm going to show you the outside of my rig, the inside of it. Rick built me an awesome cabinet. It's not done, everything's all roughed in, but thank you very much for doing that, Rick. But I'm not starting to thank people, because if I do, I'm gonna forget people. So I'm gonna get the winch hooked up. I'm gonna power some lights up, because right now I still just have the overhead lights that came with the bus that run off of the coach or off of the starter battery, and that's not kosher. So I'm gonna work on that and get the inverter hooked up that Lee gave me, and kind of get myself a kitchen area that's that makes sense. So when I get up, I don't have scatterbrain every day, like moving my socks out of the way to get to a plate, which is kind of how it is right now. So I'm gonna spend the next few weeks getting my rig ready to where it's more livable and purging a lot of stuff. I've already emptied out several bins and gotten some trash bags going, and I'll be giving some stuff away probably at the thrift store. I will be hanging on to some stuff for the RTR. So I am going to the RTR. If you're in jam and you need solar installed or a fan installed or something really pressing, I'll be available to help you, but only as like you really need it, and I'm gonna charge for it. I'll charge a fee probably. So I'm getting the van ready, or the bus ready. I'm gonna make it more organized and livable. I'll be at the RTR, I'll be at the Schoolie Palooza. This is all in the kind of the central area around Ehrenberg and Quartzsite. And after the RTR, I'm gonna head down to Mexico. I go to Baja, Mexico, and I'll be heading down there. And that's something that I do by myself. I don't go in a caravan group. So I'll be down there for 2 months. And after my time in Mexico is over, I'm gonna come back and start looking for land in earnest for future van builds. We don't necessarily need to go through the process that we did this year to be able to hold these events. And what the events could potentially cost us if there's a fee. One of the things that could happen if I plan out with the BLM land and ask them to give me a permit is they could potentially ask me to charge $5 per person per day and make me the banker that collects it and turns it into them. And that's just a logistical nightmare with all the other things that I have going. Plus, if 300 people show up, 300 times $5 times 21 days, you know, that right there could buy you a piece of land, 20, 30, 40 acres, where you don't even have to mess with it anymore. And so that's the direction I'm gonna go. When I get back from Mexico, I'm gonna start looking at getting finances together to buy a piece of land. And I'm just gonna outline kind of what my vision is for that, so you know, but we're not gonna do anything about it right now. The deal with land around Lake Havasu or land in the Arizona area is that it's hard to get a well put on the property. And this is from Jason West, the gentleman at the BLM office that drove me around to look at land. He's been there, he knows what's going on as far as buying land, and he stated to me that a person could buy a piece of land, spend $100,000 drilling for water, and at the end of that expense still not have a well. And so that makes land very inexpensive in the Lake Havasu area as you expand out beyond, say, the municipal airport on the north side of town. I'm thinking something along the lines of $1,000 an acre, maybe $500 or $600 an acre, depending. So put it around between $500-600 to $1,000 an acre, and that's my very uneducated guess as to what land could be had for out there. Water can be shipped in. I would get a service for it. So let me just talk about what I'm looking for and what the vision is for future van builds. When I get back from Mexico, I'm going to look for land in earnest, and my idea is to get at least 20 acres with adjacent properties available to buy as needed as it expands. I want to fence it. I want to put a metal building on it that you could pull a Class A into, put some solar on the roof, run down, have a refrigerator and some basic electronics, have some cabinets with some equipment stored in it so somebody could come in and do a solar installation, you know, do a fantastic fan, build a bed, whatever they want, come in, be able to do it. And the way that I want to structure it, my very uneducated way that I want to structure it, this is all the due diligence that I still need to put in, is structure it like a co-op. So it would be something along the lines of the Enigmatic Nomadics Country Club, so to speak. There would be a board, people would buy in and have ownership of the property, and that way, when I'm gone out of the picture, the property moves on for its intended purpose. And we would all pull together, I don't know if it's shares to the property, these are the things that I need to learn, and have a code to get in, so everybody has a personalized code. We know who goes in. We know have like a mini bar at a hotel, but instead of you know, peanut M&Ms, it's going to be fuses. You know, just have that fully stocked mini bar right there for you to do stuff, and you can use stuff, but you either pay for it, maybe swipe a credit card, whatever, and replenish it, so it's always there for everyone. I would like to build his and hers restrooms and showers. I could put a septic installed in it, no problem, and we can just lease water tanks. So this is the vision that I have. There's more to it than that. Perhaps charge a fee for people to come put their trailer or their rig on for storage, and it would be something very affordable. Just say the cheapest place in town to do that. There's more to it. It's going to grow. The idea is going to grow, but that's basically the idea of what I would like for this to be. And then we could hold van builds maybe twice a year and use it for that intended purpose. We would be outside of city limits for city ordinances as far as noise, so I could play music at night, wouldn't have to worry about bothering people. Have debris bins put on site so we could have trash, you know, taken away. Have an address, so if people want to use that as their address on their passports, on their driver's licenses, they could do that. I'm a big advocate of travel, not just in the United States, and so we could offer an address for that too. So anyway, that's the basic idea. I'm going to keep this video concise. It's good to be back. Thank you for your patience, and let me just show you. I'll give you a quick walk around like I said I would. I'll show you what's going on inside the bus, and then I'm going to go ahead and start working on this stuff so I can get a handle on it and get it going. So let me just show you. When you see all this, okay, I don't want you to be, you know, think it's daunting, okay, because it's my mess and it's not daunting to me, so don't, you know, let it clutter up your head. It's just got to be spread out like this right now. It's not a big deal. The lift is coming in as handy as you could ever imagine. I can put a full sheet of uncut plywood in there because of this lift, haul heavy things in and out of it. I'm going to be putting some more solar panels up to run a redundant solar system on the passenger side. Scott and Laura, thank you for the toilet that we first gave to Tamara, but she didn't want. Here's my power station. You see it's all Clutter City, but I've got a charger that I'm charging it with. It's winter time, and so I don't get full sun, and I'm supplementing it right now with the generator, which is out the window there. Here is where I've cleared out a spot to run the line for power. I'm going to run it all the way to the back there and be able to get that winch to get power to it. Here's the cabinet that Rick made. You can see it's just Clutter City, but I have an oven and a stove, so I can make cinnamon rolls, and that's a really important thing to me. Anyway, let's see. You got the bed is on. This is all trunk storage space. The bed is on 450-pound gas shocks, and you just pull it down. It's really heavy, so I had to go with a lot of shocks. There's stuff under there, so it's not going to go down all the way, but you get the idea. Got my 6x9 speakers. We were using those a lot during the build party. I'm going to put that 32-inch TV on a articulating arm as soon as it gets here. I'm going to elevate my water jug. I'm going to just use gravity feed for water, keep it simple. I'm putting a shower, one-piece shower right here. So there's my other speakers. More just what looks like clutter, but it's got to be that way right now to get this stuff done. And we are getting it all taken care of. A lot of places to hang things so I can have eyes on them. Otherwise I'm Mr. Had it 1 second, lose it the second. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good to be back, and I will see you as soon as I can with a lot of this content that I need to edit and get to you. I think you're really going to like it. I can't believe all the stuff that happened, but we're going to show it to you ASAP. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.